Recording is in progress.
Hey everybody, it's John here with special guests.
Me, Matthew of the Mack Brothers.
Not really a special guest because uh, there's no set. We're both going to do it, or one of us is going to do it. This is the Monday Mack, where we review new music, maybe some old music eventually, but right now we're doing new releases. We're going to review full albums that really interest us or really piss us off, or we're going to review a bunch of new singles from people we like and people we don't like. Surprise of the begin. We've only been doing this a couple weeks, but the surprise is that YouTube put out terrible music last week and has done it for a little bit. Last couple releases they did, they were redoing their songs and they're terrible. Um, Shocked us a whole bunch, but so you get surprises on here. We really are honest about how we feel, and it's very fun for us. Matthew, since this is your first time doing it, why don't you go first
Okay.
with pick whatever one you want to go.
All right. So first I have Tormenta featuring Bad Bunny. It's Gorillaz and Bad Bunny. So interestingly enough, I was actually watching an interview Zane Lowe did with Damon Albarn last night, not even realizing that this song came out, but apparently he put out a new album called Cracker Island. I didn't listen to the whole album yet, but this is the song I listened to off of it. Now, Bad Bunny is super famous, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. I don't really know much about him. I don't really know much of his music. I don't know really much of what he has going on. I think this was a nice song to listen to. I listened to it twice so far, so I don't have a crazy opinion about it, but it nothing maybe besides I thought the ending was really pretty. I don't know if anything really stood out to me in the song. Um, there wasn't a hook or there wasn't like a part of it that really grabbed my attention on these first two listens. Um, I did enjoy the production on it, but I think that's to be expected of a Gorilla song. Because Damon Albarn is just off the charts. Um, but if I had to give this one a rating, just like a off the cuff kind of rating, I would probably give it like a 6.5. Like very average on my first listens, and I mean most of the songs in Spanish, and I didn't look up the translation for the lyrics, so I don't really even know what the song's about. I guess being tormented.
So, funny enough, I gave it a 6.4 out of 10.
Oh,
Uh,
cool.
I didn't care. I didn't. So average. The way I'm trying to do it is average is five. If a song's a five,
Okay,
it's a.
okay, it's just slightly
Um,
above average.
this is slightly above average because the Gorillas are really good. The production was tight. Like you said, don't care too much about Bad Bunny's verse, partially because I don't understand it, but I also don't like his cadence. I think it's actually kind of corny a little bit. Uh,
Mm,
but Gorilla songs always going to be above average, 6.4 out of 10.
that's pretty ironic. John,
Yeah.
what do you got?
All right. Let me start with um hmm. I can't. Oh, okay. We'll start with a one I hated. One of Those Days by Zach Bia, Lil Yachty, and 347 Aiden.
John, can you tell me about the songs?
Song fucking stinks. It's one of the worst songs I've ever heard. Little Yachty has had this transformation where he does indie rap slash rock now, and
Okay,
it's very average for an indie rock. It's very average for indie rock. The production's really good because he has $1 million backing. Of course, when you have that kind of money, it's going to sound good, or at least it's going to sound professional. But it's just average when it comes to indie music because There's plenty of indie artists that are better. They're just not already famous. But anyway, but he is stretching his creative legs, which is fine. It's whatever. But the chorus that he's on is okay. If it was just the chorus, it'd be a 5 out of 10. But then either Zach Beat or 347 Aiden, they do this verse, and it's emo rap yelling, and it's the worst. It's fucking garbage. It's the worst song. It's one of the worst songs I ever heard. I
Yeah.
don't know who it is. My exact notes were chorus kind of okay. Music is cute for what it is. First verse is the worst thing I've ever heard. Won't listen again. 2.7 out of 10.
That's a strong denial of that song.
Yeah, that song's fucking whack. All right, Matthew, what's next for you?
I have It All Comes Back by Fruit Bats. Um, I have very limited exposure to Fruit Bats. I know of their existence. I know I've listened to music from them in the past. I don't remember any of their songs. I generally know that they're an indie band with like a soft kind of like soft style music. So I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. Um, I've also been getting more into just softer sounding music in general. Um, if anyone's listened to the podcast, my explorations into like Japanese jazz and city pop and other genres related to that kind of lend itself to this. Um, I actually was kind of disappointed about the song because I thought I was gonna like it more than I did. There's a part in the middle. I guess it's kind of like a that part you put in a song, like you're like, well, we need to come up with another part. So like you come up with another part and it ends up being the best part of the song. I think the little middle part, I don't know if it's a middle eight, I don't know if it's like a bridge or like really what it was. To me, that was the best part of the song. And the rest of it was kind of nice, but it's kind of nice the same way like vanilla ice cream is nice. Like you could put it on, but you
Yeah.
could eat vanilla ice cream and you could do a lot with it. But also, since it's so like general, it's kind of average. So for me, I gave this one a 6. I thought
So
it was nice. I thought it was well recorded, and I don't have any problem with it. Um, maybe if I listen to it more, the score it could go up or down.
so I definitely like Fruit Bats more than you because of a song called "A Lingering Love," which is one of my favorite songs.
Oh, that's them.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a great song.
great fucking song. It's a that now that is a fucking that's it. That's an 8.4 out of 10. That song. It's
Yeah,
great.
that's a good song.
This song. So when I first heard it, I rated it higher than now I think it is. The first listen, I was like, and I think it was because I started off with really bad songs, like 3 bad songs in a row that we'll get to. And I listened to
Yeah.
this, it was like a breath of fresh air, and I was like, wow, this is a 7.4. And now that I'm thinking about it, it was so boring, and I don't even think I liked it to put it on like to keep listening to it. But because you said it was nice, literally my first note, well, you can't say it. My first note is very nice.
Yeah, I mean it's a nice song.
It's not like if it's on, I'm not going to be upset, but I'm not going to listen to it on purpose. I don't think. So,
I'm gonna skip it if it comes on.
yeah, I have like
But
a.
if I couldn't skip it, I wouldn't be upset about it.
All right, I'm next. So uh I did "Whoa" by Rick Ross or by Nico featuring Rick Ross. I'm just going to read you from my notes so we don't take up too much time.
Yeah, read your notes.
Well, I like Rick Ross a lot. Nico must have paid him a lot to be on this trash ass song. This was like a terrible song from 2004. Ross, even Rick Ross couldn't save it. 3.1 out of 10.
Ooh, man, you're not bullish on
Matt,
that though song at
you
all.
gotta listen, Matt. The Nico, it's worth listening to once to hear how bad the beat is. Very 2004, which sometimes ain't bad, but sometimes is corny. And this is on the corny side. And then Nico's verse is like if Fat Joe woke up from a nap and they were like, "Hurry up, freestyle."
I don't even know who Nico is.
I don't either. He's just some fucking bad rapper.
All right, so speaking of rapper, next song is Can't Nobody, Kant, Can't Nobody featuring DMX. It's a Lil
Now,
Wayne song.
I think it's because Lil Wayne's a blood that he doesn't use the letter C.
Oh, okay. All right, so that immediately deducts a point because that's some loser ass shit to do when you're in your 40s and you're one of the most successful recording artists ever. But I guess it's on brand. Um,
I
whatever.
would deduct half a point.
Um, so all right, kudos for them sampling Marvin Gaye. Um,
And DM.
very yeah, well, obviously DMX, but the beat is totally the beat's totally the. I actually just listened to the whole entire "What's Going On" album yesterday on my drive. Ironically enough, so as soon as the song came on, I was like, "Oh wow, this is like the end of What's Going On. This is interesting." Um, cool little, cool little shout out for DMX. Like a nice. I felt like it was kind of a tribute to him. Obviously, this song really pissed me off because I thought it was a good beat when the actual bass and drums are playing at the same time. But like, I feel like this is like I feel like a DJ got angry with Lil Wayne in the studio and fucked the whole song up for him. To tell you the truth, I thought it was completely average. I thought it was exactly what you would expect from Lil Wayne. But because DMX had a shout out on it, I give it a 5.5.
I didn't listen to it. I actually told you to do this one by accident instead of the Rick Ross one.
Oh, okay.
So I think I have two extras. I'll have one extra beside you.
You're gonna like this more than the Rick Ross song. It's not like Lil Wayne's bad on it, but it's also not like this is a good song either. So I would give it a
I,
5.5 because it features DMX. Art rest in peace, DMX.
I feel like Lil Wayne's such a good rapper that like usually I like things he's in because he's in it, but I don't listen to it again because usually the songs around it's kind of shitty.
Yeah, this was a little whack. All right, what do you got next?
Alrighty. So I have oh, do you hear Creamsicle?
I do.
She's just screaming and walking around. She's not letting she don't even want pets. I don't know what she wants. Anyway, so we'll go to the rock. I guess this isn't really a rock song, but we'll go to someone who's usually rock genre. Beck. Thinking of You by Beck.
I didn't listen to this one either. So, John, tell me how I should feel about this.
It's a pretty instrumental, but um it's like so how do I explain it? So like not to sound like a snob, but it's really, 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 really easy. It's so easy, like the chord progression and the melody that he did. It's like amateur. And Beck's been around way too long, in my opinion, to put something out this amateur. But it's an okay song. It'd be a really good song if it's like the third song you ever written, but it's not.
Oh, me?
No, no, no. Anybody, I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I got you.
But so my notes were the very pretty or pretty, very sad. Lyrics in the first verse are okay, but second verse is too sad, too on the nose. The bridge is fine, and there is a nice harmonica solo. Um, but it's so fucking boring. It's so fucking boring and too sad on purpose. Um, won't listen to again. 5.1 out of 10.
Boo hiss.
Yeah, fucking Beck, man. I was looking forward to it because you hear the first couple chords and you think this is going to evolve into something really, really,
Yeah.
and it just never does. Like it's just boring,
So,
and sad for no reason.
how many more do you have on your list?
I have
There's
three.
all right. So there's two that we both want to cover. Do you have one on there that you're just going to cover? Because I think
Yeah,
you should do that. Yeah, just go for
I
that.
got I got I got three that I'm going to cover by myself.
Okay, I got you.
Um, yeah, we let's breeze through these. So, I guess it's Love by Kid Lato. Is that how you say it? Kid Laroi?
Laroi.
Kid Laroi. My R looks like a T right here. That's why I fucked up.
Oh.
Um, I'll just read from my notes. Ew. It's like best I ever had, but with none of the Drakeness. It's trash and predictable. 3 out of 10.
Okay, I won't listen to that.
Fucking songs. Matthew, I'm telling you. It's like the first noise that he makes out of his fucking stupid fucking hole um is it just makes you want to go, it makes you go ugh,
It gives you a really bad physical
ugh,
reaction.
ugh, like that. Nine or not, it's nine for me, but
Nine.
uh, Die for Me by Halsey. Immediately annoying. Halsey needs to fucking relax. Last verse seems like a diss towards whoever she's singing about, which makes it at least kind of interesting, but it's still very shitty. 3.9 out of 10.
Okay.
And then, because country expanding a little bit,
I like that.
Chris Young, Looking for You. This is You and Me by Lifehouse with a twang. The chorus is so overproduced with the guitar solo. I wish the guitar solo mattered, but the guitar solo is not bad. And I wish it mattered more into the song. Like there's like it starts off cool and he sings like over it, and the voice is over the solo, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But and then the solo ends way too quick for it to matter. Like they really could have like
Yeah.
extended it and it would have been actually pretty good. Um, this isn't as offensive as normal pop country, but it's still pop country. And it's as average as you get. It's a 5 out of 10.
Perfect 5 out of 10.
It's a perfect 5 out of 10. You know, Matthew, it's a shame. It's a. I wish there was an artist that can bring a little bit of grit back in the country, while still having it be lively and kind of have them pop notes that country's bringing into it, but
And
still have that grit. You know what I mean? It's a shame. It's almost like there's something that somebody should do about it.
John, you keep talking like that, you might inspire me.
Like start
Um,
some
yeah,
feelings.
you might stir something up. Um,
All right, so we got
I
two
got
left.
all right, so I want to start off on this one because I've listened to it. I think so. So John discovered this. I give John all the credit. Um, this is Any Time of Day by the Lemon Twigs. Um, the only thing I knew about the Lemon Twigs is their name. I never listened to their to any of their music. John sent me this song and was like, "This is like a new BG song. It's really good. You should listen to it." So I listened to it um Friday, and then I just played it nonstop over the whole weekend. I had an 8 hour drive yesterday, and I listened to it probably like 6 or 7 times. I know all the words now. The song is great. I love the production first of all because it sounds like a real produced song.
I think
It's a oh man, I can't say enough good things about the song.
it's what's his name, Jonathan Rado. I think he produced it.
I don't know who that is off the top of my head.
I think he's the guy. Ain't he the guy who did the Virgins?
Oh, that would be Gus Oberg.
No, 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 no. But we know this guy. I'm telling you, he might be. The producer and one of the singers in fuck. What's that other Foxygen?
Oh, okay. So yeah, so
Jonathan
Foxygen,
Rod.
Foxygen, awesome band too. Yeah, his hands feel like they're all over this. It has that.
Yeah.
It has a very warm. It doesn't. it's not like, when you listen to the Fruit Bat song and they mix their drums and they compress their drums the same way everybody else does. So their drum sounds like everybody else. These guys' drums don't sound like everybody else. So it's the two brothers that are doing everything in the band. And it has an excellent sound. It's like a modern day Bee Gees song. The lyrics I think are great. I think it's the whole song's about staying grounded. Um, which to me is really, really good thing to have in a song, especially when we have songs on this list that are obviously not about staying grounded.
Yeah.
Um, I just really like this song. I love the chord progression. I love the key change at the end. I
Yeah.
love the reprise at the end. I love the chorusy filtery sounds over the vocals. We did something similar on Faith in Vain. Um, yeah, can't say enough good things about the song. I'm giving this a 9 out of 10.
Uh, I gave it an 8.6 out of 10. Vocals are superb. Um, the only question I had was, do they just sound like the Bee Gees all the time? Like, is that their thing? But it's not. They started out actually. I wasn't. I wasn't like overjoyed with like most of their music that I heard from before. Um, 1 second.
While you're doing that, I'll keep going. They also have Corner of My Eye, which I love. I'm just gonna give it a quick rating. I'll give it a 7.8 out of 10.
Yeah, I'd give it
Also,
a seven.
really, really great song, reminiscent, makes you feel like you might be in the 60s or 70s when you hear it.
Yep.
In the best way possible.
Oh, what I was gonna say is they sound like they first started off sounding like a shitty Rolling Stones like band,
Yeah.
like way too much, and then like there's way too many chord changes in like some of their. They were too eager to be impressive,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
this is just phenomenal. I gave it an 8.6 out of 9. So we're averaging, and that's averaging an 8.8. So
I just a quick note, one more comparison. It's to me their songs musically, like Corner of My Eye and a little bit of Any Time of Day, also have a Mama and the Papas vibe to
yeah,
me. Like
uh-huh.
real strong.
Mom and the Pop is a lot more with the second one. I forget what that's called.
Corner of My Eye.
Corner of my eye. That's
Yeah.
very Mama's Papas. It's very fucking Cat Stevens
Yeah, all that
and her
stuff.
vocals.
It's very 70s.
All right, the last song
Drum roll.
and the best song on the list. We have Double by Scoopski. And we're not just saying it because they're one of our best friends in music. These are my notes. Banger. Vocals are excellent. This belongs in a NHL video game. Intro is can't read my own here. Intro is almost like a southern twangy. Um, the beautiful pop melodies, yes. The beautiful pop melodies at the end are some of my favorite things that you could hear their Beach Boys influence. Um, it's something for everyone. I give it a 40 out of 10.
40 out of 10.
40 out of 10. Do you know why, Matthew?
John, why do you give it a 40 out of 10?
Because it makes you want to have a good fucking time, just like a 40 does. 40 out of 10 for Scoopski's double.
You know what it reminded me of real quick? Just want to throw this out there. It reminds me of what's that Vampire Weekend song? Diego Garcia.
Oh, sympathy.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, a
sympathy.
little bit.
Yeah, the bass gives me sympathy vibes.
Yeah,
I love the bass in this song.
yeah, it's
Love the
actually
bass in this song. Yeah, the song gets a 40 out of 10.
40 out of 10 for
That's a
Scoop.
special number for us.
Guys, thank you so much for watching. Uh, Matthew, thanks for joining me.
John, you're welcome. Hey, John, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome. New picture. Oh, wait, let me give a shout out to this artist. I can't read it. I can't read what it says.
We'll do it on Wednesday. Just figure out the artist name by Wednesday. We'll do it on the podcast.
It ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna forget. But
And
thank you.
fuck it.
That's the 84. See, the guy only made 600 of them, and that's number 84 of them.
Who's that body did you steal it off
I'll tell you off air.
of?
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching very much. And if you're curious why we feel like we have the right to say things about other people's music, feel free to go check out our link tree. Check out our Spotify, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music's on there. Stay tuned for more.
All right, I gotta go.